Hello everybody. So let's do some yoga to stretch and help us focus. Stand on your mat, and if you're in a chair, that's fine too. And let your feet stay about hip-width distance apart. Look down at them, make sure they're straight. Outsides of the feet line up with the outside edges of your yoga mat. And then just lower your arms alongside your body. So take a deep breath in. And then purse your lips and push the breath out. Good. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, purse the lips and push the breath out. Good. Do a few more of those, inhaling in through the nose. And exhale, purse your lips. Push the breath out. Good. Again, inhaling through the nose. Exhale. Push the breath out. Let's do one more. Deep breath in. And exhale. Good. Let's maintain focus on the breath as we move through the body in movements. Bring your left hand onto your hip. Take your right arm up towards the sky. Good. So let's get a big stretch on this right side. Feel the whole right side lengthen. You're planting down through this right foot. And then shift your hips a little bit to the right and feel your body hinge to the left. So we feel a nice stretch on this right side. Just take a moment to notice how that feels. Let your jaw relax. Press evenly into the feet. Make sure you're not too much on the outside or inside or front or back. Try to even that out. Deep breath in. Now bring your hips back to center and take your right hand down to your hip. Bring your left arm up, so we're stretching this whole left side of the body. Big stretch, breathe in, and then push your hips slightly to your left. Good. I can see you in the camera, you're doing great. Press evenly down into those feet and feel the whole left side expand. Maisie is here, sniffing around, looking for something. I told her, just don't grab my socks, please. Bring your hips back to center and take both arms up towards the sky. Good. So we're just going to take these shoulders, reach them up towards the ears, and then exhale, drop them down gently. Inhale, squeeze them up to the ears, and exhale, drop them down gently. Good. Now bend your left knee, and at the same time, reach your left arm as high as you can. Right side dips down just slightly. It's like you're going to climb a ladder here. And let's do the other side. Bending the right knee, stretching the right arm up towards the sky, and we're dipping just slightly down to the left. And switch again. So let's breathe and move the body from side to side. Good. Inhaling deeply, exhaling through those lips, pushing it out. Side to side. Good, let's take both arms up towards the sky. Take a breath, push it out, lower the arms at the same time. Good. Pull your shoulders up and back and then bring your hands to your hips. So we're going to step the feet a little bit wider than the hips and circle them around in one direction. This is one of my favorite things to do. You might notice that from my other videos. I do enjoy a good hip circling. And then circle the opposite way. Keep breathing in through the nose and out through those pursed lips. Helping the mind to focus on the breath. Staying in this moment. Good. Hold it still. Now take your feet, point them out. Toes point out. We're going to sit down into a nice squat here. So a block underneath your hips is good, or you can slide the blanket under your heels if that feels good, or just sink down into your squat. Let's bring the heels down to the floor and walk the hands forward out in front. Take a deep breath in and just notice how that feels. Good. Transfer your body weight from one leg to the other. Very slow movements. Get in touch with your monkey ancestors. A little movement side to side. Keep breathing. And then let's hold it steady. You're going to sit back onto these heels, but you want to even out the pressing of the feet again. Bring your hands together into prayer and let your elbows push into the knees and the heart press forward. And then rock forward and back. I swear she doesn't have fleas. I swear. Promise. I promise. Forward and back. Keep breathing. Good. Good. Bring the hands forward in front. Take a deep breath. Lean forward into your hands. The heels lift and the hips come up. We're going to straighten out those feet and bow the body. Again, take a deep breath in and exhale. Push it out through your pursed lips. Inhale, deep breath. Shake out your head. No and yes. And exhale, pursed lips. Inhale, let's sink back down into a squat, but this time your heels are going to stay lifted off of the ground. This is where a block might come in handy for you, sitting on a block. Take your right leg and extend it out to the right. So we have a nice stretch happening in this inner right thigh. And for some of us, we might say, ooh, have a little reaction there. I'm going to move back a little bit so you can see. A little reaction, and that's good. Just let it go. Let the reaction come out. Ooh. Or, ooh, that feels good. Or, don't like that. Right? You want to make sure you're supported. And you can work on the left heel coming down onto a blanket or to the floor. Just see what that feels like. Press your heart forward. Let your jaw relax. Go back to the breath. Flex the right foot. Drop the shoulders down. And let everything go. Good. Let's lean forward into those hands. Slide this right foot in. And now you're on the ball of that foot. And you're going to extend your left leg out to the left. So again, you can take this blanket underneath that right heel to give yourself some support. You can sit on a block as an option. Flex the left foot. Feel that left inner thigh. Heart forward. Drop shoulders. Long spine. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, pursing lips. Inhale. Exhale. Push it out. Hope you're all doing great today. It's a beautiful, beautiful day where I am. Nice wintry day. The sun is shining. It's always a plus. We're going to rock forward into the hands and take the left foot and drag it in. I want to lean forward into the hands here. Lift the hips, straighten the legs, straighten out those feet, and bow your body. Drop your head. Maybe this time we let go of a sigh. Step your feet so we're hip width distance apart. You're going to bend your knees here. Get a nice deep bend. And you're going to drape your body like a rag doll over your legs. Grab either elbow and swing your torso side to side. Let that back body feel some relief here. Notice and breathe. Where is your focus today? Let's hold it steady, planting evenly into those feet. Take a breath. Hands down to the ground or your shin bones. You're going to lift to a flat back. Breathe deeply. Walk your hands forward and step your feet back and come into a downward facing dog. So let's pedal out the heels here. Always a nice thing to do to warm up the backs of the legs. And breathe. Let the heels press down and send your hips up and back. Your chest is reaching towards your toes, hanging your head, and shake it no and yes. Good. Use your hands to push the ground away. So if downward dog is a lot for you today, you're going to bring your knees to the ground and come into a puppy dog stretch. Just bow into a puppy dog stretch. There's always options in yoga. That's the beauty of it. One of the beauties of it. So from that position, either downward dog or your puppy dog, you're going to take your right leg and kick it up behind you. And we'll inhale here. Bring that knee underneath and try and touch your nose. Inhale, kick the right leg up behind you. Exhale, bring the knee under, round the back and try and touch the nose. Go ahead again, one more time. Kick her up there. And let's step that right foot forward between the hands. Lower the back knee down to the ground. And make sure you have a blanket for that back knee to help you out if you need it. So we're going to keep those hips forward and down here. Allow your back toes to stay tucked under. Your hands are underneath your shoulders on the floor or maybe on blocks. And your heart is reaching forward. And we're breathing. Long, deep breaths. Back toes curled. So we're going to bring the hands to this front knee. Feeling that nice deep stretch in that right thigh. Do you feel that? Pull the heart forward and lift it up towards where the ceiling and the wall meet in front of you. Then take your shoulders and pull them back and down. Notice what your face is doing. Go back to the breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale, push it out. Arms lowering down to the sides, lifting out, up towards the sky. Let's hold it here. We're going to drop the shoulders, the palms face in. Front toes relaxed. How about a little back bend here? We're going to come up and back, add to the stretch, and let it feel good. Let it feel good. Good. Let's bring the body back to center. Lower your hands. Framing that front foot. So we're going to lift the back knee up, take a deep breath in, hips rise up towards the sky, and then we take this right leg and we kick it up behind us. So let's keep it lifted in a three-legged dog position. We're going to bend the right knee. We're going to open up that hip. And then we're going to circle that right knee around in one direction. How's your breath? Focusing on the breath. Let's circle the opposite way. And then let's open and hold it. Look under your left armpit at your right foot. How does it look? Can you see it? Does it need some moisturizer? Keep breathing. Rotate your pelvis and lower the right foot down to the ground. Woo! Come back to the pedaling of your heels one at a time. Notice the difference in the backs of your legs and the fronts of your legs. Let's hold it still and take that left leg up behind you. Notice the breath here. Give it a good push. And step that foot forward between your hands. Good. Let's lower the back knee down. Keep your right toes curled under. Reach your heart forward and sink your hips forward and down. Let your jaw relax. Nice long neck. Start to establish your roots. So the front foot is grounded into the earth. And And the toes are relaxed, right? So you're training your foot to ground into the ball of the foot and the heel. And then we're going to bring the hands to the front knee, keeping those back toes curled under. Pull the shoulders up and back, open and lift your heart, and try and touch where the ceiling and the wall meet in front of you. Let a smile come upon your face. Why not? Good. Lowering the arms down to the sides, lift out, up towards the sky. Drop the shoulders down. Feel the breath in, pushing it out. Maybe a back bend as we lift the heart up towards the ceiling. Add to your stretch. Keep breathing. Body coming to center. Shoulders relaxed, pressing into the front foot. Lower the hands slowly down, framing that front foot. Let your jaw relax. Lift your back knee up off the ground, hips rise up towards the sky. Left leg kicks up behind. Bending that left knee, opening up the hip, and circling around in one direction. Ooh, the hips are talking. What are yours saying? Circle the opposite way. You can always do this with the right leg down, the knee on the floor. Let's open up that left knee. Look under the right armpit. Have a look at your left foot. Let your jaw relax. Shift the pelvis to neutral and lower your left foot into downward dog. Press the heels down and reach your hips up and back, your chest towards your toes. Your head is heavy. Let's shake it no. And yes. Keep breathing. Lower your knees gently down to the ground. Check in for a moment. Notice how you feel. Hands are underneath the shoulders. We're going to turn the fingers in at each other. I call this bulldog. So the fingers point in on the hands at each other. And then you're going to bring the right hand above the left. I'm going to do the same as you. And then you're going to slide the hands from the midline there, away from the midline, out to the sides. The chin is in front of the right arm. Your head, your forehead, might be resting on a block here. Either way, try and walk the hands as far away from the midline as you can. Bring your body weight forward and down onto the arms and let your chin be in front of that right arm. Try to get your head to rest as much as possible and breathe. Always coming back to the breath. What does my breath feel like? Is it hot? Is it cold? Does it feel thick? Does it feel thin? Does it feel long or short? Just notice what the breath feels like. Let's take our time here and slide in just enough so we can switch the arms. So now the left arm's in front and we're going to walk the hands away from the midline. Remember, we want the chin in front of that front arm. The palms are facing down and we're breathing. Feel that jaw relaxing. The back body expanding. Deep breathing. Allow those arms to slide back in. The weight of the body is in the legs here more than the arms. And now we're going to take those arms forward for a counter stretch into a puppy dog stretch. So we bow the body, drop the head. Glue your hands to the ground in front of you and pull the hips back away from those hands. Feel the stretch. Breathe into it. Side body, front body, back body. Where do you feel this? Good. Allow yourself to come forward. Your belly is going to come down to the ground. I'm going to move my blanket to the side. Oh, nice. Another little counter stretch here. So you're going to bring your forearms to the ground, elbows underneath the shoulders, and you're going to glue the tops of the feet down to the floor. The arms are planted. We're pulling the heart forward, and I'm pulling the floor back towards me. So I'm going to get long in the spine. I'm going to squeeze my bottom, pushing the tops of the feet down, and I'm breathing. Let your jaw relax. Keep that neck long. Actively press the ground away with your arms and pull the chest forward. Little added stretch here. We're going to walk the elbows forward just a teeny bit. And we're going to plant those hands down to the floor. And we're going to lift the elbows up. If that's too much on your back, keep your elbows down. Elbows come up. Nice front body stretch. Drop the shoulders down, grow the spine, soften your jaw. Maybe add another smile in here. Smiling feels pretty good, don't you think? Pretty good. Feels good when somebody smiles at you, right? Kind of brightens up your whole day. It's a good thing. Inhale deeply, purse those lips, push it out. Good. Lower the elbows down. Woo! We're going to come all the way down. Bring your head to your hands. Take a moment. Bend your knees. Windshield wiper. You can never go wrong with a good windshield wiper movement. Feels so good. Let's hold it steady here. You can never go wrong with a good windshield wiper. Keep that breath going in and out. And focusing on the breath and only the breath. Let's hold it still. So we're going to lift the head up and reach back with this right hand. Now if you have difficulty getting to your foot, you're going to grab your strap, and you can grab your strap and use your strap around your ankle. We're going to grab the ankle and hug it towards the buttocks, and then reach the left hand back, grab the ankle, and then take a deep breath in. Lift your chin and chest off the ground. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your knees up off the floor. Hug the knees in towards one another. Let your heart open. Let your jaw relax. Breath is deep. Whole front body stretch here. Giving the shoulders and chest a chance to heal. Reversing the direction we normally do in this body. That forward bending that we do. And let's release. Bring your hands again underneath your forehead and windshield wiper those lower legs side to side. Take a deep breath in. Lower the legs. Bring your hands under your shoulders and slowly lift up and back. Let's come into child's pose. Bring the knees open, the big toes touch. Sit back to the heels and reach your arms forward. Rest your head. And just breathe. Let that whole back body relax and open. Let go. Send your breath into those areas that feel congested. Let go with a sigh. And lift your head. When you're ready, walk your hands in. So we're going to sit the body up onto the heels. We're going to walk the knees in. Now, if this is a lot for you, you can take your blanket and you can sit onto that. Very nice. So you can sit here as long as it feels comfortable to sit. Helps to open up the tops of the feet there. Pull your shoulders up and back. Let your jaw relax. If the tops of your feet are sensitive, you can have your blanket underneath the tops of your feet. It makes a big difference. Just to give yourself that little extra comfort to help open up the body. I hope you've enjoyed your time with us today, with me. There's nobody else here. Well, Maisie is dancing around somewhere. Be truly you, and thank you again for joining me. Namaste.